to take his properties, including this apartment behind me. Aaron?
I'm Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. What, they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man.
Money Mayweather, Floyd. Don't think you gonna surprise me with that big tractor trailer with all them cars on it. I done seen your cars. I done seen them.
Floyd Mayweather is reportedly facing financial pressure after authorities allegedly froze his assets in connection with a $42 million fraud claim. Mayweather maintains that he has fulfilled his tax obligations and argues that the situation is being distorted by what he describes as a one-sided media portrayal. He strongly denies any wrongdoing, stating that the allegations have been exaggerated and amplified by misleading coverage.
Especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather.
Rick Ross recently took aim at Floyd Mayweather, poking fun at the boxer for no longer showcasing his fleet of high-end vehicles the way he once did. Ross suggested that the absence of those flashy displays reflects a noticeable change in Mayweather's financial circumstances. The comment came across as a subtle dig at the lifestyle Mayweather famously promoted. For years, luxury cars and extravagant purchases were central to his public image. According to Ross, that level of visible spending now appears less frequent, hinting at possible financial strain. Reports have also linked Mayweather's lavish buying habits to growing tax obligations. It's been claimed that while he continued investing in expensive cars, designer watches, and multimillion-dollar properties, he may not have fully accounted for the tax responsibilities tied to those acquisitions. As a result, this alleged miscalculation has reportedly created complications with tax authorities. The situation highlights how prioritizing image and high-end spending can sometimes overshadow the financial planning required to sustain such a lifestyle.
Floyd Mayweather is about to pay $2 billion to purchase a sports team and may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers these super wealthy so many methods to erase their income through deductions, and none is better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn real estate property. The value is always going to go up, the owner is going to make money, but on their tax return, they're going to use a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Who cares then? Because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to take that money, reinvest it for personal profit. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Duke, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a follow to stay.
After reports surfaced about his alleged financial troubles, Floyd Mayweather responded publicly, stating that he had made a $26 million payment to the IRS. The disclosure appeared to be an effort to settle concerns and clarify his position. However, instead of ending the discussion, the announcement sparked even more debate. Some observers questioned whether that amount fully addressed the issue, while others speculated that the figure mentioned might not represent the total scope of any outstanding tax obligations.
He replies to them by showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, $26 million.
Then just pay him. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right? How was Christmas for your kids? Oh, you're Jewish? Convert just for this Christmas.
Floyd Mayweather is also reportedly dealing with significant financial obligations that have intensified scrutiny around his situation. Claims suggest he owes more than $33 million to Gervonta Davis, along with an additional unresolved debt tied to Dubai. At the same time, reports of his recent $42 million acquisition have added to the conversation. Critics argue that making such a costly purchase while facing substantial liabilities raises concerns about his financial decision-making. According to those questioning his approach, continuing to spend at that level despite existing debts reflects poor long-term planning and a lack of careful financial management.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey, man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find this strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see, but y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But, man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these millions? But, man, stay tuned for that next video.
According to claims attributed to individuals connected to Floyd Mayweather, his monthly expenses reportedly exceed the income he brings in. Sources suggest that maintaining his high-end lifestyle has placed increasing pressure on his finances. His continued investment in luxury vehicles, private air travel, and multimillion-dollar real estate is said to have significantly raised his overhead. Insiders allege that amid the focus on enjoying his wealth, tax responsibilities have at times been overlooked, contributing to his current financial challenges.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
He probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes. We say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved up.
That's a fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got 10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, you know, he should be able to wire that.
I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world.
Floyd Mayweather has publicly boasted about the scale of his income, at one point claiming he earns $3 million each month, an amount he suggested surpasses that of tech billionaire Bill Gates. Financial analysts, however, have largely rejected those assertions, describing them as improbable and inconsistent with widely accepted estimates. According to experts, the figures presented do not align with realistic revenue projections.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, you know, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, 300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
In a single week, Floyd Mayweather was reportedly involved in transactions totaling $5 million, including the purchase of multiple properties and a private jet. The scale of that spending quickly drew attention, prompting renewed discussion about his overall financial position and ongoing tax concerns. Observers noted that such high-value acquisitions, while reinforcing his reputation for luxury, also intensified speculation about the long-term impact on his finances.
1996, a conman bought the New York Islanders with fake documents and a fax machine. This is the story of one of the craziest scams in sports history. It all starts with this guy, John Spano Jr. He ran a company called Bison Group in Dallas, Texas. They leased and financed equipment, nothing major, but he was the type of guy to make it seem like they were managing hundreds of millions of dollars. In reality, he was worth less than $5 million. But John always dreamed of being a billionaire, and his way to become one was owning own a sports team. So in 1995, he positioned himself as a local wealthy businessman and approached the Dallas Stars ownership group as a new potential buyer. The Stars did some basic due diligence and found out that he really didn't have as much money as he was claiming, and then they just dismissed him. So then John tries again, but this time he chooses a brand new franchise, the Florida Panthers. And he actually almost bought the Panthers. But after the owners asked for more thorough financials, the deal fell through. Which brings us to 1996 and the New York Islanders. The owner at the time, John Pickett, was desperate to move the team. He bought the team during a dynasty where they won 4 Stanley Cups in a row during the early 80s. Since then, the team was on a steep decline, losing millions a year. In the early 90s, Pickett tried to sell the team, but every time it fell through. Then out of nowhere, here comes the mysterious business tycoon, John Spano, here to save the franchise. And this time Spano came prepared with fake financial documents, phony businesses, and forged letters of credit to look legit. He said all the right things, he looked the part, and Pickett was so desperate to sell the team, he did for $165 million. And with no one really looking too deep into it, even the NHL approved him. The wild part is, he was given full control of the team without even making a payment. For 4 months, Spano acted as a legit owner, sat in on GM meetings, signed players, traded players, and even took interviews as the owner. However, the lies did catch up to him. Spano misses his first payment and he blames it on the bank. Then he misses a second payment and now everyone starts digging into his life. Turns out he didn't have any money at all. All of his bank statements were fake and even his financial advisors were just his friends pretending. Once the truth broke, the whole deal was void. Spano was later arrested and sentenced 71 months in federal prison. Now, something like this would never happen today, but it is pretty wild that Spano owned an NHL team for 4 months.
Floyd Mayweather has reportedly added multiple properties in New York City to his portfolio, a move that has sparked public discussion. Critics are questioning the timing of these purchases, particularly in light of the financial challenges he is said to be facing. The decision to expand his real estate holdings at this point in his career has led many to wonder about the strategy behind the investment.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright." In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying like, that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
Floyd Mayweather has publicly stated that he bought multiple buildings in New York City. However, follow-up reports indicate that those statements may have overstated the situation. According to investigations, he may have secured partial interests in certain properties instead of obtaining full ownership.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple...
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100 and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably 62
think
buildings.
About it. If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right. Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
Questions surrounding inflated claims have added to the increasing doubt about his business credibility. Each new report has intensified scrutiny over how his financial dealings are presented to the public. In keeping with his reputation for dramatic displays of wealth, Floyd Mayweather was recently seen riding in an armored tank while visiting Mexico. The unusual entrance drew widespread attention and further cemented the perception that he prioritizes eye-catching moments and public spectacle over a more restrained image.
Viva Mexico! See you now. See?
Floyd Mayweather is widely recognized for building a massive collection of high-end vehicles over the years. His social media platforms frequently showcase his newest purchases and luxury investments. From premium sports cars to private aircraft, much of his public image revolves around highlighting the assets he owns and the wealth he has accumulated.
When you're the best, you only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them the
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is a supercharged motor version. But the best car you purchased is...
what about this? I bought this today.
Brand new 2025 matte blue G63 AMG.
And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. My new toy.
Give me the breakdown. This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. 1 of 60. This is a 1 of 1 spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue, and it's been painted. You can see there's blue exposed carbon as you...
Beyond vehicles and aircraft, Floyd Mayweather also owns an impressive collection of luxury timepieces. He often shares photos of his high-end watches online, further emphasizing his preference for premium brands and exclusive items. These posts continue to strengthen his public image as someone who embraces a lifestyle centered around luxury and high-value possessions.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases. And they're all full with watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is & As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, & Co. As you can see, & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer, or something light. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course. Just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're going to go here first. And of course, the company is & Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come to you guys a breakdown.
Floyd Mayweather has faced criticism over the years regarding the way he conducts his business activities. Some observers argue that his focus appears to lean heavily toward generating profits, sometimes drawing questions about transparency and long-term planning. His involvement in certain ventures has sparked debate about the standards and principles guiding his financial decisions. As a result, skepticism has grown around how sustainably his wealth is being managed. Critics also suggest that frequently highlighting his luxury lifestyle may create unintended consequences. By consistently promoting expensive assets and high-end spending online, he reinforces an image where wealth becomes the central focus of his identity, which some believe could overshadow broader business credibility.
I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. You have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7, where you can see the behind the scenes. That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big. So you didn't have social media then. People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7. I can tell you right now, my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s. So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're going to make.
Floyd Mayweather has faced various legal disputes and controversies over the years, many of which have been linked to financial matters. He has previously served time in jail, and his interactions with the legal system have often been discussed alongside his career and business activities. Despite building significant wealth, Mayweather has spoken publicly about how fame and financial success have also brought personal challenges and legal scrutiny. Throughout his career, there have been accusations and public debates surrounding his tax obligations and business dealings, with critics questioning certain aspects of his financial management. In addition, media reports have circulated about other disputes tied to unpaid debts and luxury purchases, including claims that surfaced about complications in international transactions. However, many of these situations have been surrounded by conflicting accounts and public speculation rather than fully confirmed details.
It turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
The way the public views Floyd Mayweather's financial decisions has been shaped by previous controversies and legal disputes. Although he describes himself as a successful entrepreneur, many observers argue that his approach appears focused on immediate profit rather than long-term financial security. Some critics point to his business dealings with associates, partners, and public ventures as examples that fuel this perception. They suggest that much of the attention surrounding his wealth is tied to high-profile spending and public displays, rather than structured investment strategy. As additional disputes and debates emerge, discussions around his financial legacy continue to intensify, with parts of the public questioning whether his reputation as a business success remains as strong as it once was.
50, aka Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather, and I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, you know, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, you know, it's like, hey, you know, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some digs of his own.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for more updates coming your way next time.